What's up, Clanners? This is Ezeldog here with the next Red Hot replay, and this is an instructional video on a Town Hall 10 attack with Valkyries, where you have a 4-healer Queen Walk and a Bowler Barb King Golem corner push, and you funnel your Valkyries into the core. I'm going to show 3 videos on this, one from a farm raid of the classic square bases that we see, and 2 from war that are a little more complicated. I had 2 3-stars against Town Hall 10s in a great war that we had a 40v40, and I only make 15-minute videos with my amateur account, so I got to find a way to break these up. So we're going to break those 10 Town Hall 10 2-stars into this portion of the video, and then try to pick up some of the 8 and 9 attacks later. Okay, so first off, let's take a look at the replay from farming. And, we see these box bases all the time. So basically you're using your queen with 4 healers to funnel 1 box. The golem goes down with the Barb King and the bowlers, and that funnels the other box. Now you could break into the box, especially if the queen is able to shoot things from within the box. That might have been better here, actually, because you're going to see some of the Valks miss the core. But the idea is basically queen on one side, Barb King, golem, bowler on the other, and then you're going to Valk right up the middle. These Valks are a little early. It would have been better if she could have gotten that air defense or that cannon down before, because you're going to see some of them go right. But basically your goal is to get the Valks in the middle. You have a heal, you have a rage, and you have a freeze. And then once they get through the core, you're just hoping that good things will happen on the far side with your healers. Sometimes the healers pick up the Valks, sometimes the healers pick up the golem, but you just end up with a lot of immortal damage, basically, when you get some damage behind a golem. This golem up here doesn't have a healer, but he has so much health left that the wizards can finish the base, or the queen keeps her healers and she finishes the base, or the Valks get the healers. I saw a couple Town Hall 10 attacks in war with Valks with no healers, and sometimes they just can't last once they get out through the core. So if you're looking for 3 stars, which we are, the healers really help prolong the attack. Okay, so that was just a random farm. A couple things about that core. You want to go toward one Inferno. You don't want to go sideways to them where you face them both at the same time. And there was no lure there. So you would, in war, which we're going to show right now, you would want to work your Queen Walk into the lure with a hog. Okay, so we're going to check out this war log, the 40v40, and the 2 Town Hall 10 3-stars. And that's down here on 9 and 10. Okay. This was not a box base, but the premise is pretty similar. The queen, see, we got the lure going in, so they made the lure easy with 1 giant. Sometimes you have to let your queen walk, and she shoots down a layer of defenses, and then you send in a hog to the second layer to get the lure. But the queen is basically covering one side. Sometimes you have to funnel her a little bit there, you see, with some minions. And the king and bowlers are going to funnel the other, and the Valks are going to go in the middle. Now the middle spot here is this corner because we want to go at this first Inferno tower. And I'll admit, it was a little bit of a gamble on how to get to that second Inferno. You see there is pretty far away, but it's on a single. So I just kind of figured that the Valks would make it, or the queen with her power could get it, or somebody would get there. But basically, like, once you get out of the core, it's very difficult to control. You're just expecting good things to happen if your troops make it in there, and you can get your power going and your healers up. So the queen, she had damage on her healers, and I just tried to race her through there to try to get the healers away from the air defense. So I blew the power and the rage there, which, is not great. But now the Valks are going to rage in through here. And I was trying to be careful with my jump because I didn't want my Valks to go up. I wanted them to, I saw that they were going to tear through to those touching buildings, and that was going to get them in there, and then I was going to jump open up the Inferno compartment to make sure that they got to that Inferno. And you see they cleared this box, and they do reroute down, and they make it there just after the freeze is wearing off. Now here's where it comes out a little bit lucky, because the healers, you see they peeled up off there onto that golem, and some of them died. This queen's going to just about die, but she is able to finish off her targets and then reroute out of range to that jump spell just in the nick of time. So there she is. Now she's safe. This is what I mean by good things can happen at the end if you can keep a healer up. See, the queen was on a sliver, no rage, no power, but she backtracked, the Valks did some tanking, and the queen is now going to be able to help finish off this base. So you're just trying to get through the core with enough power to take out the back once you've gone through the infernos. And if your king's up, if your golem's up, if some Valks are up, or the queen's up, especially with a healer, or very little left to get, they'll make it. So they're going to tear through this wall and get the pretty tight 3-star. But you saw the queen funnel, the BK golem bowler funnel, and the Valks up the middle. Again, not in a box base. All right, now we're going to look at number 10. Again, more of a legit war base. Well, kind of, but not a box base. So here you're going to see the queen walk occurring, some minions and wizards to funnel her up, and the queen walk is going to have that, like I said, hog lure, where she takes out a layer of defenses that are buffering the CC halo, and then the hogs are going to go in on the next level. So I was looking at my ranges. I have 2 accounts, so I keep one iPad open on the base to check ranges during the attack, and I knew that that wizard tower had to go down for the hog to reach. So I'm just waiting for her to take out that wizard tower so the hog will go in. And I figured since the CC troops are coming, I'm going to go ahead and put that poison down on the archer queen pretty soon, slow her attacking, and bring the CC troops into the poison. So when you encounter the enemy heroes with your queen walk, you know that a poison can be very valuable to slow their damage. And so now she's going to continue to make the funnel on this side, and I want my Valks to jump right here. So we're going to have a pretty far away golem with the bowlers and the king, just like we talked about. Also wizards are typically, I use about 5 wizards in a farm raid, 4 if I need to put in a hog for the lure. And so they're cutting off that side, and now pretty much anywhere the Valks go in on the top, you can see you can kind of spam them. You look at the path now at this point. Once that jump goes down, they're going to tear through this wall. I had some breakers left over, so I tried to help them out. But that jump, the only place they really are going to want to go at this point is into the core. And once you can rage heal them through the core and the healers are still alive on the queen, you know good things are going to happen to finish off the base. Use the freeze there on the multi. You typically don't want to freeze a single because it takes so long just to kill one Valk. And I was going to save my rage, but I saw that the multi came back up and the Valks were kind of split, so I went ahead and raged them just to make sure the core got finished off. If I had saved the rage, you know, you can rage your healers or, you know, something like that to help get the base finished off. So you see what happened right there. Some of the healers wandered down into air defense range, but one healer lived. It's really pretty crucial, although I think the base is kind of toast. But that one healer can just propel your queen all the way around the circle through the rest of the base. Okay, so Town Hall 10 3-star is really more of the expectation these days. It's not a 2-star game anymore. I know some people are trying bowlers. I'm not really accustomed to that with the level 2 bowlers, and I haven't seen a great demo, so I want to put this out there as an option for people trying to 3-star Town Hall 10s with your Valks. You can look at the comp, 15 Valks, CC bowlers, max bowlers. You've got your golem, your king, 4 healers for the queen, and then 3 wizards and a couple minions. That's for funneling. The wall breakers, that gets your queen in, gets the king in, gets the Valks in. If you're looking at the Lego wall, you can basically get 2 breakers per. 2 for the queen, 2 for the king, and 2 for the Valks, or you can add more. 1 jump for the core, 2 rages of freeze and a heal. You can rage the queen to get her through the clan castle or any danger. Rage the Valks, heal the Valks, freeze the inferno. Usually you're going to freeze the multi-inferno on the way in. Alright, this is it for this sort of instructional / war recap videos. Ezeldog from Red Hot Heat with the Red Hot replays, and thank you for watching.